morning. My name's Stephanie Kakris and welcome to day 5, and I've just realised that my iPhone's just a little bit tilted, so I'll just straighten it up, that's better, so that I don't look like I'm leaning over. Welcome to day 5 of my video series Manifesting 101. Yesterday I spoke about self-doubt, and today I'm going to talk about fear. And in terms of interfering with our manifesting, self-doubt and fear are probably two of the things that bring our vibration down and interfere with our manifesting. Fear, and one way of describing fear is that it stands for false expectations appearing real. So fear is about imagining something that's going to happen in the future that's going to be negative. And because it brings our vibration down, then it can interfere with bringing good things into our life. We focus on the negatives in our future. So whatever is, in general, and I'm not as clear today as I was, so forgive me for stammering over my words, but in general, our human bodies and our humanness, we don't like change. We like things to stay the same, and I think that this comes from way back when we were tribal warriors, so to speak, and when everything stayed the same, we were all happy and sweet. And when things were changing, that was when we had to adjust and adapt, and that was when the fear kicked in. And the fear that we think of in our minds causes a bodily response. And even if the fear is only in our imagination, our brain thinks that it's real. So when we're thinking about change, and when we're thinking about even bringing in wonderful things in our life, we can still be full of fear that, there's going to be more negative consequences than there are positive. So it can just debilitate us. It can stop us from moving forward. It gets in the way. It impacts our body. And, it's also a cultural thing. All you need to do is turn on the television. It doesn't matter what is on. There's very few actual TV shows that are positive and uplifting. They're the ones that I choose to watch, but most of the dramas, the soapies, the news, of course, they're all based on drama and negative things happening, and it just feeds into this fear response that we have about that the world is a scary place, that there are scary people out there, that we shouldn't take risks because we might get hurt. We fear of illness, we fear of death. We just, it's just a scary place, and it's not a good place to be. So for better manifesting, what we need to do is we need to be, the world is a wonderful place, and having affirmations like, the universe supports me, and I trust that whatever happens to me, it's in my highest good. And they're the kind of things that I say to myself every morning when I wake up is, I don't know what's going to happen today, but I trust that whatever's going to happen, it will be in my highest good. And that so-called negative things that happen actually force me to change and grow, and that actually can be a good thing. It can actually means that my level of, I suppose, of elevation and vibration in general will rise if I choose to see it that way, if I choose to see it as an experience that I can grow from. So what to do? A reality check. 90% of our thoughts about what we worry about never actually happen. 90% of things we worry about never actually happen. So if you're worrying about something and it's eating you up, or you're just having constant worries all day, every day about various things, just remind yourself that actually that's not actually necessarily going to happen, and actually it's probably not that likely that it will happen. So just reality check those thoughts, and noticing and being mindful is the first step before that. Reality check. Then ask yourself, okay, so I'm focusing on all the things that could go wrong. What could go right? It's not something that we ask very often. What could go right here if I set this goal and I work towards it? Or if I, want to take a risk and manifest some change in my life? What could go right? I want you to write it down. What could go right? It's not something that we normally ask ourselves. Come back to the present moment. So, am I safe right now? Is everything sweet right now? And in our Western society, the amazing life we live at, I remind myself that a quarter of the world's population, I think it's nearly 2 billion people, live on less than $1 a day. And I think half the population live on less than $10 a day. So you know, we are so blessed here. We are so safe. We are free. And even if you're living in a country that's not safe and free, I just bring myself to the present moment and I say, am I safe right now? And also I notice the beautiful things around me. I come down here and I sit at the creek and everything just looks bright, and I notice the birds, the breeze in the trees, the sun rises every morning, it sets every night. Just bring myself back to that. That's all I've got. I thought I had one more point, but I think I'm done. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for watching. And if anything's resonated with you, please share with your friends and family. I'd really appreciate it. I just want to get my message out there. And, you know, the other mantra that I say is feel the fear and do it anyway. Just like with self-doubt, I don't know anyone who's really been able to overcome fear, so to speak. So reality check. Remind yourself what could go right. Little steps as you can manage them. Keep moving forward. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye for now.